Interesting stories. During the height of the Cold War, the Soviet Union led the charge in exploring Venus, sending a series of robotic probes under the USSR Venus program. While NASA focused on the Moon and Mars, the USSR had its sights on Earth's sister planet, the hottest planet in the solar system. The first successful landing came in 1970 with Venus 7, the first human-made spacecraft to survive and transmit data from the surface of another planet. But survive is a generous term. The lander only lasted 23 minutes before the crushing pressure and scorching 900 degrees Fahrenheit or 475 degrees Celsius temperatures destroyed it. Still, that brief transmission was a historic first. Over the next decade, the Soviets continued their Venusian conquest. Venera 9 and 10 1975 sent back the first ever photos from the surface of another world area. Barren landscapes covered in cracked, volcanic rock. Then, in 1982, Venera 13 and 14 captured the first color images from Venus, showing a hellish, orange-hued wasteland. But Venus wasn't just a scientific challenge, it was a Cold War trophy. The Soviets saw their success on Venus as proof of their technological dominance, especially since the US had no equivalent Venus landers. However, the brutal conditions of Venus always won in the end. No lander survived more than 2 hours before being crushed, melted or fried. With the collapse of the USSR in 1991, Venus exploration largely stopped. To this day, the Soviet Union remains the only nation to have successfully landed probes on Venus and transmitted images. No human has ever set foot there, and with temperatures hotter than an oven, and pressures that could crush a submarine, it's unlikely anyone ever will. Comment below if humans should have continued to attempt to visit Venus. Reminds me of Wolfenstein.